Okay, so we've got some blue and gray balls in this big container. 2 are chosen at random. What's the probability that both are blue? Okay, so let's kind of go back to what we had before. So I knew that if I wanted probability of A and B, that's the same thing as saying probability, oops, I meant to put the parentheses in the wrong place. Probability of B, given that A was happening, times the probability of A, right? So, and I initially stated it with this in the denominator, right? Okay, so I want this. I want both are blue. So I want probability that the first is blue and the second is blue. And this time I am doing a first and a second, right? Okay, so this is going to be the probability that the second is blue given that the first is blue. And then that is going to have to multiply it by the probability that the first is blue, right? Okay, so let's look at this. What is the probability that the first ball will be blue? So I have, well, actually, let's go. Okay, so we want to go with this first. So what's the probability that the first ball that I'm picking is blue? So there's 12 balls total, and there's 5 to choose from, so 5 out of 12. So there's the first, the first is blue. That's what I did first. So do that first. So then the second thing you want to do is what's the probability that the second one is going to be blue, given that this has already happened. So since this has already happened, I don't have 12 balls that I'm picking from. I only have 11 balls. And that one is, the blue one has already been taken, so I don't have 5 to choose from. I have 4, right? So these multiplied together gives it to me. All right. I want you to do this one. And let me do this one. Okay, what's the probability that the second one is blue? So it just is probability the second is blue. So it doesn't say anything about what the first is. So this could be the probability that the second is blue and the first is blue. Or it could be the probability the second is blue and the first is not blue, right? Or gray. Okay, so we already know that what this is because we just did it up here, right? The second is blue and the first is blue. That's 4 out of 11 times 5 out of 12. Okay, so now let's look at this one. Or is plus, right? So the second is blue and the first is not blue. So the first is not blue. So first is not blue. That means out of the 12 balls, I'm picking one of the 7 gray ones, right? So that's a 7 out of 12. And then the second is blue. I'm picking out of the 5 blue ones, but there's only 11 total to pick from, right? All right. The at least. I want you to do this. You know how to do the at least. All right. So let's, I kind of wanted you to do these. Yes, I'm going to have you do all of these because I think you can.